Both in there?
Yeah.
All right. So, anyway, I'm really excited to have Justin Garner as our Super Music X-Mag artist. Justin has awesomely agreed to sing a song for us. So, without any further ado, Mr. Garner.
All right. Well, to be honest, I grew up in the church choir. I'm from a small town, and I go to a very small church, but ever since I was around 8 or 9, I sang in the church choir. So I've been around great vocalists and great musicians all my life. Education-wise and academically, I'm a marketing major, and I basically take my business knowledge and make it gel with my knowledge about music and chord structures, and just basically making those two worlds come together, and that's what I feel makes me successful. So I'm going to sing a little bit of Katy Perry's Forward for you guys, all right? I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. I said quietly, agreed politely. I never thought that I had a choice, that you pushed me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing and fell for everything. You held me down, I got up, always brushing off the dust. Hear that, you hear it now. So everyone always asks me about, they feel that I'm great. I feel that I put in a lot of work to have the best performance possible. One of the best performances I can think of the top of my head would be performing at the Cajun Dome, opening for Trey Songz and all of those people. And I had my dancers, the sound was perfect, levels were right, I gave my best vocal delivery, and it was just an awesome show. Of course, to get to that point, there's what I call humble beginnings. And there were some bad shows, and certain shows I had a hand in, certain shows not necessarily my fault as far as why it went bad, but one bad performance I can think of would be when I opened up for Monica way back in 2010. It was before I was really on the map, or on the radar as you can say. I had a whole bunch of ballads, and I basically did this show and performed ballad after ballad after ballad, and the audience was like, no more. So that moment, that night I remember, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I cried it out like a man, like real men cry. But I got in the bed, I was like, oh my God, like if they said no, I heard a boo, and a week later, like I woke back up, dusted myself off, and said, you know what, I'm doing this. And ever since then, I have like the #1 R&B album in Japan right now, which is a huge accomplishment, but basically it just speaks volumes because you just never give up. If you have a dream, perfect your craft, do what you have to do to make that dream become a reality. You held me down, I got up, already but you had enough. You feel that, you feel it now. I've got the eye of the tiger, fire, dancing through the fire. Writing a song, the first step is the thought. So I could be, let's say if I'm in a mall or something just kind of strikes me, I think about it, jot down the idea in my iPhone, get to a studio. Basically, what I do first when I write a song is I sing the vocals first, even if it's just humming a tune or just coming up with the chords or the melodies. With me, it starts with the vocal first, so I can just be singing nothing at first. And then lyrics come. So I think about relating the lyrics to the melody. If the melody is a sweet melody, or if the chord is a very heartfelt chord, then the lyrics follow that chord, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much how I make those two elements come together. As far as in the studio, the mic that I prefer is an AKG mic, and basically the engineer has like the whole tech specs on that, but it's the sound quality that I prefer with the different type of mics. And what goes in great, like this is one thing too with mixing I've learned too, a great vocal has to go in for it to come out great. So any amount of mixing or mastering can't fix something that went in a certain way initially. It has to go in good for it to come out good, if that makes sense.
You're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. I am the champion. You're gonna hear me roar, no, 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 oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. No, 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 no. You're gonna roar.
So pretty much a lot of people want to know what an artist's day-to-day is, and to be quite honest with you, it's a lot of hard work. Every day I wake up very early in the morning. I am constantly thinking of ideas, constantly thinking of how I can improve my vocals, my performance, just my presence as an artist. So every day is practicing. Believe it or not, I have an album out already, and I practice those songs every day. I practice my performances at least every other day with my band or with my dancers to make sure that when it's time to get on stage and we have that opportunity, it's flawless. And basically it's just hard work, and you have to be dedicated. Remain dedicated in pursuing your dream and basically elevating your craft. If you want to be the best, you got to take the time out to do what you have to do now to live that life and to have it, to get that dream that you want. Basically put in the hard work now. Favorite artist, definitely Michael Jackson, Earth, Wind & Fire. I'm a huge Lionel Richie fan. Usher, as far as more contemporary, Bruno Mars, all of those great. I love powerhouse vocalists and dynamic performers. So any artist basically inspires me. Any artist that basically has dope vocal delivery, incredible over-the-top performances. We all love Beyonce. I don't know who doesn't love Beyonce, but she's a big inspiration to me as well. So just music though, to be honest with you, music inspires me. Currently I have an album out, it's called I Am. It's on iTunes, Amazon, all major digital carriers. Pick it up, it's on iTunes, and also coming out April 8th is 7, which is my new EP, 7 songs, which I recorded in 7 days, which is pretty crazy. But it's going to be on iTunes, and it's actually on there now for pre-order, so go ahead and check that out. And yeah, so that's where you can find me. JustinGarner.com is the hub for like all Justin Garner related news. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook, official Justin Garner.
Bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. I sit quietly, agreed politely. I never thought that I had a choice, that you pushed me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing and fell for everything. You held me down, I got up, already brushing off the dust.